The rocky shore, home to thousands of species, all of which have adapted in some way to survive the harsh, unstable conditions that this shore has to offer. When discussing the zonation of the rocky shore, there's 4 zones to consider: the splash zone, the upper shore, the littoral zone and the sublittoral, all of which act as habitats to the species of the rocky shore. Actinia equina, more commonly known as the beadlet anemone, it is usually found distributed from the upper to lower areas of the rocky shore, usually attached to something solid such as a rock. It is usually red in colour but can be green or brown. It has a round basal disc which acts as an adhesive, allowing it to cling to rocks and other substrate tightly. Beadlet anemones are filter feeders. They sift water through their tentacles, trapping small organisms such as bivalve mollusks and isopods. When exposed, the beadlet anemone closes. However, when submerged, the anemone opens, revealing its tentacles. Here is Ulvolactuca, or sea lettuce, a green algae most commonly found in the shallow sublittoral zone or the rock pools of the littoral zone. It is bright green in colour and can grow up to 40 centimetres. It is what we call a photoautotroph, which means it converts light into food energy via photosynthesis. It has a large surface area which allows it to absorb a large amount of sunlight, helping it to create more energy when this is needed. Anemonia viridis, also known as the snake-like anemone, can be found in the sublittoral zone or the rock pools of the littoral zone. They can be bright green in colour or, like this one, greyish-white colour. Snake-like anemones have stinging cells in their tentacles which allow them to protect themselves from threat and also capture their prey. They feed on shrimps, snails and small fish. They paralyse their prey with their stinging tentacles. Like the beadlet anemone, the snake-like anemone also has a basal disc which allows it to adhere tightly to rocks. A juvenile Cantipagarus, or the edible crab, usually found beneath rocks on the lower shore, or when larger can be found in the deeper offshore waters. Like this one, they can be a brownish red colour or orange. They have black tips at the end of their pincers. The edible crab is an omnivore, meaning it feeds on both plants and animals. It can catch smaller species in its pincers. It can grow up to about 25 centimetres and has a hard outer shell and sharp pincers which helps it protect itself from threat which may be found on the rocky shore.